Evening, people. Welcome back to the channel. Core. That was a quick one, wasn't it? Back again. So tonight, oh, I've got it wrong. It says round 8 live from Dragon Trail Seaside. It's not. It's round 7. Damn it. That's because I was in a rush tonight. So we've just been at Dragon Trail tonight already. We have just watched the MRC boys rolling round in the BMW Track Tour series at Dragon Trail Gardens. We are now live at Dragon Trail Seaside. So this is Chicane of Death. Chrissy Raz, evening, Udis. You know who this is. PC's blown up, so still blown up. So it's crappy streams tonight. No scores, no intros, no outros. That's why I'm angry, Chrissy Raz. Right, let's have a quick look, see who's in. Rear Wheel 72, P1 Baggy, name change, so that is Baggy Snails. Luke Doherty Wales, Zuzims, Valium Rage, Raul CM Baba, the robot foot is back. P1 Big Baz, also known as Big Les Kun. I know, tell me about it, Chrissy. Fizz Ruckus is in the house. Gamer Dad's in the house. Don Dotter, he's had some good results. How's Don? Scooby 555. Kun, he's in the house. Reg GT, best livery here. Stewie Mac, Skippy 4Q. I'm not sure if this is the Australian convict. Yes, it is. There's an Australian flag next to his name. Forget the 29th. It's Tuesday I need it working for the mini stream. Right, that's my big one at the minute, and old Mocking Weeks is in the room as well. Yeah, my mini stream's the big one at the minute, Chrissy, on Tuesdays. That was insane on Tuesday. I had over 90 watchers live. I think the video's on like 750 views already. It was insane. I nearly lost it when I saw that many people watching live. I really did. Sean, evening mate, how you doing? I hope you've removed from Friday. Is that meant to be recovered from Friday? And the BMWs? Double boo. Right, let's get ourselves on track. Let's go and look at some times. Baggy Snails in the rolling roadblock. That is a Peugeot. Zoos him. So no hot laps at the minute. Recovered. I thought that was going to be recovered, mate. So first man out on track. No hot laps as yet. As I say, I do like this track in either configuration, whether it's forwards or backwards. Some people will say that I don't like it because they call me the chicane master because I crash into it quite a lot. But it is easily done, especially for me. So while we're here, let's just go on board with Zuzims as he heads down towards the Chicane of Death. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So it is a full power in, cutting as much of this curb as possible, and this curb running out wide to the right. Little lift through here. Oh, Zuzim's just about getting it right. You can see how twitchy the car was running through there. So yeah, I do seem to clip those walls quite often myself. Just stick with Zuzims. We'll change camera while we're at it though, and we'll see what sort of times he's putting in. He's usually pretty quick, is Zuzims. So he comes across the line for a 1:36.0 then. Gamer Dad in the German livery BMW. BMW Beetle. I don't know why I said BMW. He sticks in a 1:36.6, but Raul's gone quickest overall so far, 1:35.6 in the Lamborghini. Don Dotter's now pushed Gamer Dad down another spot, 1:36.3 for Gamer in the Corvette. Valium Rage. Won my league, one of the races on my league Friday night. 37.3. He's not been getting on well with this McLaren though. That's wrong, Chrissy. All right, it's just wrong. P1 Big Baz also not had a great couple of races. He always seems to get involved in accidents. He seems to find himself way down the back of the pack. He is ridiculously quick as P1 Big Baz. For some reason, trouble just seems to find him. He's not dealt with Tumor Island yet, I don't think. Bloody hell, mate. Yeah, no, yeah. Locking Weeks in 7th then. Just gone a little bit slow. Obviously got it wrong through the chicane. He has done. He's chucked himself back in the pits then. So Raoul still holding that top spot. Don Dotto up into 2nd then. Regal 72's gotten a quick one. 36.7 in the GT86. It's a good looking car, that is. Don't know how it handles in the GT3 setup. It's a bit twitchy in the GT4 setup, I'll tell you that. Reg GT, best livery in here. Tell your mates, tell your mum. So he's sitting on a 136.7 for Reg GT. So the format tonight is 15 minutes of quali, and then we go into 2 20-minute races. There's no fuel or tyre wear involved in these races, and the second race is reverse grid of race 1. Dad pushed down into 5th then. Luke Doherty Wales jumped in on 137.1 for 6th place currently. Running Rose down in 7th now. He has left the lobby and come back though. Left track and come back. P1 Big Baz again. Trouble's finding him. 137.3, 8th place at the minute. Locking Weeks back out on track after his incident, 9th place. No hot lap on the board yet. Fitz Ruckus 137.7. He has had a hot lap on the board. Scooby 555 138.0 as Reg GT goes for a blast around the outside of him. Porsche versus Porsche then. P1 Baggy RC in the Peugeot down in 13th position. Stewie Mac 14th. So looks like we've not got the Australian convict, or whatever he was calling himself. He's not in the lobby. So halfway through quali at the minute. Raoul's still leading, putting in purple sectors as well as we jump on board. Pretty much a triangular track with 3 varying degrees of chicanes in. So almost hairpin at the 3 corners, and then a chicane of some description in the middle. That's fine. Let's go on board for a full lap with Zuzims. It won't be the best lap. He is ghosting out. It's already trying to brake. Let's not go for a lap with Zuzims then, because it's going to look shocking. That's fine. The next closest man on track is going to be Gamer Dad as he comes down towards his last turn. So we're on board with the Beetle, driven by Gamer Dad 13, 6th place currently on the grid. 5th place currently on the grid. Just puts in another faster lap, 136.6. So down to the first of the chicanes then. It's ridiculously tight, left, right. Easy to get it wrong. There will be 1 or 2 punch-ups there in lap 1 or 2. So through this open right-hander, full power through here, cutting as much curb of that as possible. Hard on the brakes into this first of almost hairpins. All the power on the way out. Back down the hill. Just letting Raoul through, just letting it roll through the first turn and trying to power through the second to right and left. This is the big open chicane in between the second 2 hairpins. Second hairpin coming up now then, braking about the 125 mark, clipping that apex, being careful not to run it out too wide on the exit. Straight into the third of the chicanes, also known as the chicane of death. So full power in. lift on the way out. Beetle looking pretty stable through there actually from Gamer Dad. Now all the power all the way back up to this last hairpin. Braking just at the start of that curb in there. Trying to just clip the apex on the inside and catch the apex on the way out. Again, easy to run it wide on the exit. Gaining a bit of toe from Rousey and Baba as well. That will play into his hands. Can Gamer Dad go any quicker? He's not. It's a 138.0. He did have to slow down for Raoul though. Just let Raoul through. He didn't have to slow down for Raoul, but he did do. That was a lot on board with Gamer Dad 13 in the German livery Beetle. Do like the look of that. Spent a bit of time on that by the look of it. That's the best one though. So let's run through the order. Raoul still leading then, 135.6. Just under half a second on Zuzim's, driving the same car, the Audi. So if he's on a 135.6, Zuzim's is on a 137.1-ish. Don Dotter in third then, 136.2. What? Oh, sorry, Zuzim's is on a 136.1, not 137.1. Raoul's on a 135.6, okay. So Dotter's in third then, 136.2. That's what threw me out. Baz is up into fourth, 136.4. Pushing Stewie Mac through the chicane of death as well. I hope this goes cleanly. Stewie getting it wrong all sorts of ways. Oh, I think he's just clipped the big P1 Big Baz there on the exit, possibly slowed him down a little bit. But yeah, you can see exactly what happens if you get it wrong through the chicane of death there. Bouncing off all sorts of walls. So let's just stick with P1 Big Baz, see what sort of time he's put in. So it's 138.3, not as quick as he'd like. So rear wheel's been pushed down into sixth then. He has gone quicker with 136.5, but still only good enough for sixth position at the minute. Reg GT 7th, got his hazards on. Luke Doherty, Wales in 8th position. He's on a 137.6 in the Jag. Fizz Ruckus in 10th. Porsche driver 137.7 for Fizz. Scooby Kun is in 11th, 138.0. P1 Baggy, he's on a 138.0 as well. Stewie Max on a 139.2. Lap to Valley Rage. It's just disappeared. So Gamer Dad's gone quicker. He jumped in a 135.6. That puts him in second. Pushes Zuzim's down a spot. He looks like he's sitting out the end of this quali. Only 2 minutes left. So Don Dotter's been pushed down into fourth then. Let's see what he can do. Is he got enough time to get another lap in? Yes, he has. Just stick with Don, see what he's got on him this lap. Across the line for 136.3, so still in fourth place then for Dom. He will get one more lap in. So Raoul's had that gap reduced right down by Gamer Dad. There's just 400s in it. Yeah, Zuzim's definitely sitting this one out. He's going to be third unless Don Dotter can take that position off him. Or if Big Baz can do anything about it. There's only half a second between Big Baz and Zuzim's time. 2:12 there for Big Baz. Let's see what he's got. So they will get this one more lap in. 4:72. And they're a little bit far back. They might not make a full lap. We'll see. Locking in 8th. Luke Doherty, Wales 9th. Valiant Rage back in the lobby then 10th. lap on the board from him at the minute. Ruckus in 11th, Scooby in 12th, 138.0. P1RC Baggy in 13th, and looking like he's about ready to start the race. 138.0 for Bags. Stewie Mac in 14th. Stewie Mac's going backwards down the grid. Probably practicing his starts. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. So, P1 Skippy's joined the room. That's the guy I thought I saw in the room earlier. Is he going to get himself on the track before the race starts? It's not looking good. We'll end up behind Stewie Mac if he does. P1 Skippy unable to get in the lobby before the race starts. So Raoul holding top spot then, Gamer Dad second, Susan third, Don Dotter fourth, P1 Big Baz in fifth. Let's have a look. Yes, Real 72 6th, Red GT 7th, Mockin in 8th, Luke Doherty Wales 9th, Valium in 10th, Fizz Ruckus 11th, Scooby in 12th. Fizz Ruckus in 11th. Sorry, P1RC in 13th for Baggy, and Stewie Mac in 14th. So we're off. Where's he gone? Raoul then leads the way. Forward a second over Don Dotter, who's blinding start up into second. Got past Gamer Dad. Susan's also got past Gamer Dad. Everyone clean through the first chicane. Gamer Dad coming under pressure from Mocking Weeks though, and Reg GT, who on Big Baz is right there with him. A lot of work for the Beetle driver to do then to try and stay with the top three and fend off that pack behind. Mocking Weeks 6th then, P1 Big Baz in 7th, Stewie Mac 8th, so he's on a great start up into 8th, Valiant Rage 9th, Luke Doherty Wales in 10th, losing out a spot there off the grid. Real 72 in 11th, Fizz Ruckus 12th, Scooby Clun 13th, and P1RC Baggy in 14th. So top three have made a bit of a break already. Raoul, Don and Suzims got 1.6 seconds over 4th place Reg GT. A little bit of contact, there's chaos going off behind. Who's that going backwards and sideways? Is it Valiant Rage? Where's he gone? Oh my god. Gamer Dad's left the room, not sure what's happened there. Alright, there was chaos behind. I'll try and figure out what happened as we continue on. So Raoul's still leading the way, Don Dotter second, Zuzim's third. Looks like Gamer Dad's got lobby issues or internet issues, because if you left and come straight back, which is a shame. So Red GT 2.2 seconds back in 4th position. A lot of work to do. He's under pressure from Mocking Weeks for that position as well. Porsche versus Honda at the minute. Oh, Luke Doherty Wales has run himself massively deep into the first chicane. He's in the sand and the gravel. He's got to try and get it back on track cleanly. Almost took out P1 Big Baz. Like I say, trouble just seems to find P1 Big Baz all over the place. Wales then down in 12th, unfortunately. Now going to be in 13th after that. So now sitting at the back of the pack for Luke Doherty Wales. That's unfortunate. So Don Dotter, Raoul and Zuzim still battling this one out. So there's no fuel or tyre wear, so it's not as if these boys need to be able to sit in the slipstream and save fuel or tyres or anything. It is just going to be a straight out race. 20 minutes into race 2, which will be a reverse grid. Dotter's out front though through the chicane of death. All three drivers through there cleanly. GT and Mocking Weeks through there cleanly as well. Stewie Mac up into 6th through there cleanly. Rear wheel 72 through as well. Snails catching the exit on the way out. By the look of it, in 9th. He's coming under pressure from Fizz Ruckus and P1 Big Baz as well for that position. So Big Baz getting into all sorts of trouble at the back of that pack then. Getting entangled with Doherty Wales, getting himself back on track. Like he'd had a bit of a moment before that though. P1 Big Baz looking to make a move on, bagging Snails in front. To this first of the chicanes though, P1 Big Baz looking like he was going for a late dive. Fizz Ruckus has got the inside line into the second part of the chicane. Should hold if he can keep the power on. Should hold the inside line into the next turn. He's just had to back out. He's trying to drag Big Baz through there as well. So Running Rage is only 1.9 seconds back from that fight. Doherty Wales unfortunately 9.7 back. So without a mistake, I think Luke Doherty is pretty much out of this race 1. Put him in good stead for race 2 though. If he stays here, he will be in pole position. So what has happened to Raul Cien Baba? He's down in 7th. So Zuzim's Don Dotter leading their way through. Don Dotter just clipping the wall on the exit. Reg GT will be to 3rd, then Mocking Weeks clipping the exit on the way out. Stewie back up into 5th. Will 72 in 6th. There's Raul Cien Baba. Looks like he might have had some off-track action. Side of Stewie Mac there. Stewie Mac just staying out of the way of that one, I think. He's now got Scooby 555 right on his rear bumper. P1 Big Baz, Fizz Ruckus still fighting it out behind. Got Baggy and Valiant Rage as well kicking off. Yeah, poor old Luke Doherty down at the back then. So Zuzim's Don Dotter still running away with this one a little bit. In the Corvette, Zuzim's just getting wheels on the grass there. Rich GT losing a bit of time to these guys in front now. 3 seconds of gap between P2 and P3. Mocking Weeks is still right there with him though. Gamer, how you doing? What happened? I'm assuming internet issues because you left and came straight back. So Raul then 5th. He's got past Will 72 and Stewie Mac, and now he's on the hunt for that 4th position of Mocking Weeks. Was out front with Don Dotter and Zuzim's. There's a nice 3-way fight brewing between these two and Raul. Unfortunately something happened, I missed it, and Raul ended up not being in this fight anymore. Oh, that's a shame, mate, that's a shame. Yeah, you were doing well as well. So Reg GT still holding that 3rd. Managed to make a little bit of a break from Mocking. Not enough to be too worried about at the minute. Yeah, Dave Crook, I saw you join as well. I saw you join. I thought you were going to turn up in the race right at the last minute. It wasn't to be. Mocking Week still putting the pressure on Reg GT though. Raul Cien Baba is still 5 seconds back from that fight. Will 72 is looking to get the toe, nearly ran himself wide though. It could be Baggy's room, yes, it could well be. So rear wheel 6th then. P1 Big Baz got himself up into 8th, looking to put pressure on Scooby for that 7th position as well. Porsche versus Porsche. Stewie Mac now to 9th position, lost a couple of positions through that last lap. Fizz Ruckus, almost running off track there. Fizz Ruckus in 10th then. P1 Big Baz getting past him. P1RC in the Peugeot, not being so much of a roadblock tonight. He's right in there with a fight. There's been lead changes. Don Dotter and Zuzim's. Don Dotter's been leading pretty much. Zuzim's hasn't decided he wants to chuck himself out front yet. He might go for a move here though. Just slots back in behind Don Dotter. On board with Don as we look back at Zuzims. Doesn't look like Zuzims wants to make a move past Don Dotter, to be honest. Unless he's just sitting there, staying with him, waiting until the end. Going for a bit of a blast past him in the last couple of laps. Can Don Dotter try and make a break from Zuzims? Not at the minute. Gap just 0.3 of a second, coming down slightly. Slipstream will come into effect. It's a set of real, not anything stupid in this lobby. See Zuzims all over the rear end of Don Dotter as they head over the hill then towards this second hairpin. Zuzims can quite easily chuck himself down the inside. Don Dotter has put himself in a defensive position though. He's run himself a bit wide, so Zuzims might get a run down here, but he's decided to back out again. Zuzims could have quite easily taken that position off of Don Dotter. Does look like he's quite comfortable just sitting in second position, putting all the pressure on Don Dotter in front to try and make a mistake. Again, closing in towards this last hairpin. He's in a position, he's right on Don Dotter's rear bumper. He could easily get the toe down here and take that position. Let's see if he does it. Switch to some other fights in a minute. So, yeah, Zuzims closing in then on Don. Again, could have passed him. Instead, he just gives him a little nudge, get him up the road a bit further away from the fight behind. Don Dotter still leading then. Zuzims second. Now 4.6 seconds from Reg GT and Mocking Weeks. I did just see Mocking Weeks in front. Possibly Reg GT getting that position back down the start-finish straight, or just Mocking Weeks having a nose in front down the start-finish straight maybe. Both drivers getting a bit sketchy through there though. Reg GT and Mocking Weeks doing well to keep those on track. Raoul's closed that gap, 2.7 seconds between Raoul and Mocking Weeks. Now it was 5 seconds last time we checked in. Just under 10 minutes left on this clock. Raoul looking a bit dangerous at the minute. Rear wheel 72 been dropped by Raoul by 2.1 seconds. P1 Big Baz held out, managed to stay in front of that fight behind him. A bit of a break from that pack as well. So Fizz Ruckus in 8th, Screaming Cum in 9th, Rage 10th, Stewie Mac in 11th, P1RC going for a move down the inside, backed out of that one. So Stewie Mac holding on to the 11th, then Baggy 12th. Let's see if they can keep it clean through the chicane. So both drivers keeping it clean. A little bit of contact on the exit. Valley Rage has obviously got it wrong. Lost all his speed through there. Baggy Snails go for a move down the inside of Stewie Mac into the last hairpin. Nice move there by Baggy. Don't forget to vote for your driver of the day, people. You do gain extra 2 points. Stewie Mac and Baggy Snails are still fighting out for that 10th position. Snails, the slingshot past him. No, Stewie's just carrying far too much speed. But Luke Doherty Wales is back in this fight now, so he's just managed to get himself past Valiant Rage up into 12th. So those mistakes coming into play then, just allowing Luke Doherty to close in on these drivers in front. So he's now piling the pressure on Stewie Mac and Baggy Snails in front. Rage in 13th then. We have had a couple of guys drop out. Terminal Go, evening mate, how you doing buddy? Thank you for stopping in. So Zuzims has made a move past Don Dotter then. Dotter's now the one with all the work to do, although he's going for a move back on him. He's decided to back out of that one. So Don Dotter should be in a position to get a good run down this start-finish straight to make a move back on Zuzims into that first chicane. We'll keep an eye on it. No, they both decided to do a bit of bump drafting. themselves out of danger from the drivers behind. So Zuzans and Don Dotter then, first and second. So there are actually 3 classes in this lobby. We've got the A class, B class and C class drivers. I can't physically remember which is which. Like I say, I usually have all sorts of screens and stuff I can pull up for you guys and show you scores and things, who's in what and who's scoring what, but my PC's broken, so unfortunately I'm back to standard boring PlayStation streams for the time being. Don and Zuzim's then still battling that one out. Have to keep an eye on that, see whether Don Dotter can get back past Zuzim's before the end of this one. Like I say, they do seem to be working together rather than fighting it out. 7.2 second lead over third place Rousey and Babo, who has got it back involved in this fight. So he's got himself past Mocking Weeks, and now just got himself past Reg GT. He's going to give Reg GT a little toe though. He's keeping it clean through the chicane of death. Reg GT literally pushing Rousey and Babo down this last straight then towards this final hairpin. Reg GT's gone for a move. He's backed out. Again, Reg GT should just think about waiting until this start finish straight to make the move. If he's got the legs on the Lamborghini in front. The gap coming down. Is it coming down quick enough to get a move done before this first chicane? He's going to chuck himself. Chuck himself down the inside, then backed out of it. So he still holds on to fourth though, bolted onto the back end of Rousey and Babo. Both of these drivers are managing to extend their gap over Mocking Weeks in fifth now. 2.3 seconds the gap. Mocking Weeks slowly coming under pressure from rear wheel 72 as well. 4.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Fizz Ruckus into 7th, then Scooby Kun in 8th, fighting out with Stewie Mac. Managed to get past him through there. Scooby getting it a bit wrong into that first hairpin. So wide, allowing P1 Big Baz straight through, so up into 8th for P1 Big Baz. He'll start from the middle of the pack at the minute. Fight kicking off back here. We've got Valiant Rage, Stewie Mac, P1RC Baggy still fighting it out. Luke Doherty Wales, he's been dropped again from this little fight. He's only 1.7 back. And he only might take a slight mistake through this chicane. Could get through positions he wants depending on what happens. There again, all 4 drivers. Luke Doherty's pulled a second in on that fight in front already. So chucking it all in now then, Luke Doherty Wales, just under 3.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Zuzim's Don Dotter still fighting it out up front. Nothing in it between these two. Battle it out right to the end. 3 minutes remaining on the clock. We'll get 2 more laps in. So a lot of work for Raoul to do. 6.9 seconds the gap he's got to try and make up. The 2 drivers in front. Still got Reg GT right there with him. Only half a second back. Prime position to make a move on Raoul. Again, a slight mistake from Raoul, and Reg GT is going to take advantage. So they have dropped Mocking Weeks by an awful lot now, 3.2 seconds. He's coming under more pressure from rear wheel 72, that gap down to almost a second. Oh, rear wheel just getting it a little bit wrong on the exit of the chicane of death. Still closing in on Mocking Weeks. So the gap down to half a second. So Mocking Week's got 2 minutes left on the clock to try and fend off Rear Wheel 72 and hold on to that 5th position. Zuzims has got to try and fend off Don Dotter for 1 minute and 45. So I would have thought it's going to get a bit fighty between these two now. It's going to get turn into a race. They have been helping each other out down the start-finish straights, but I know they'll want to fight it out now. So RCM Baba then 7.5 seconds back. Reg GT still bolted right onto him. Slight little mistake. It is some good racing terminal. Yeah, these boys are usually pretty clean. Mocking Week still 5th. He has managed to fend off Rear Wheel so far. 0.6 of a second gap there. Only a minute left on the clock. These boys will probably get across the line and start another lap, so they will have to fend each other off for another lap. 0.4 of a second, 0.3 of a second. Rear Wheel 72 looking dangerous at the minute. Might even get this position before the last hairpin. So get a good enough toe up here to make a move on Rear Wheel 72. No, but he's in a position now to get that place down the start finish straight. Kept it clean on the exit, both drivers, but Rear Wheel 72 is less than a quarter of a second back from Mocking Weeks, closing right in on him now. So he does chuck himself out to the right hand side of the track, goes on the move. Mocking Weeks will have the inside line into this chicane if he's got the speed. No, he's backed out of it, let Rear Wheel 72 through then. So up into 5th for Rear Wheel. But can Mocking Weeks get that position back? So time has just ticked over. We are on to last lap. Let's go and find race leader Zuzims. He's managed to make a break from Don Dotter then. Exactly like I said would happen. He's got a second over Don. Maybe Don just left Don sleeping out of one of the turns. A little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough before the end of this race. Again, we have got race 2 coming up. Cleanly through the chicane of death again, both drivers. Still a second gap between P1 and P2. Don Dotter's too far out of it now. With a toe down the start finish straight, there's no way he's going to be able to close that gap up on Zuzims in front, who is actually extending out of that last turn. So Zuzims, nice comfortable win for him. Second place for Don Dotter. Unfortunately, Raul Baba, he was having a good fight with those two for the first half of the race, comes in 3rd, but got it wrong somewhere and ended up down in 7th. He's battled his way back up to 3rd. Those are good driving from Raul. Reg GT, 4th place. Mocking Weeks, 5th, managed to get that place back off Rear Wheel 72 then. Nicely done, Mocking. Rear Wheel 72 6th. P1 Big Baz going to come home in 7th, just in front of Fitz Ruckus. 9th, Scooby, great big handbrake across the line from Scoobs. Luke Doherty came in home in 10th then. Valiant Rage 11th, Baggy 12th, Stewie Mack in 13th. Unfortunately, Gamer Dad got booted. So yes, we have got a reverse grid race coming up. We'll have a few minutes gap, I would assume. Yes, unfortunately, I can't throw scores up or anything like that because my PC's dead. Dead. But hopefully we can get that sorted out. So yeah, Baggy's given us 10 minutes. What we're talking about today, people. Yeah, it was some good racing. Great race from Terminal Goat, and also getting a great race from Sean Daniels there as well. Good. Mocking Weeks lost full throttle. Wow. Still came home 5th though. So what you got to tell me, people, what you've been up to on this lovely Sunday? I've been waiting for Amazon people to drop off stuff. That's what I've been doing. Because I know you've not been out and about. It's been, weather's not been great. I don't know what it's been like for you, Terminal. I know you're in the US of the A. I couldn't tell you which side of the US of the A. North, south, east or west, I've no idea. But your weather could be anything. It could be 5-foot snow or flipping deserts. Who knows? It all depends on where you are. See if I can pull up some info on this race that I can at least read to you guys about. Let's have a look. Right, so current standings before this race. So we have, as I say, we have got 3 classes. We've got Group A, Group B, Group C. In Group A, we've got Don Dotter, Reg GT, Mocking Weeks, Rouse CM, Baba, and Burnt Fry. I think Burnt Fry now replaced with Zuzims because Zuzims wasn't in it, and then he was in it, and then he wasn't in it, and now he is in it. So that's the top. That's the 5 for Group A. Group B is Gamer Dad, P1 Big Baz, Rear Wheel 72, P1RC Baggy, and Dory Dory. No Dory Dory in the lobby tonight, unfortunately. And Group C is Fizz Ruckus, Stewie Max, Scooby 555, Valiant Rage, and Pilgrim Paddy. Again, no Pilgrim Paddy in the lobby again tonight. Where is Potter? Potter doesn't race this, mate. Potter doesn't race this, Dukes. But leading the way in Group A is Don Dotter with 199 points. Second place is Reg GT with 166. Mockins in third with 138. Rousey and Baba is on 88 points. And as I say, Burnt Fry, who is Zuzims, I think, he's down on 58 points. In Group B, we've got Gamer Dad leading the way. He's on 126 points in the VW Beetle. Just behind him with 2 points deficit is P1 Big Baz on 124. Rear Wheel 72 is in third with 100 points. Baggies are fourth with 85 points. And Dory Dory, again, not in the lobby tonight. He's on 71. And then Group C, Fizz Ruckus is currently leading that one with 95 points. Stewie Mac in second with 58 points. Scooby with 54 points. We've got Valiant Rage in fourth with 36 points. Pilgrim Paddy again not in the lobby on 16 points. So whether we swap out Zuzims for Burnt Fry and swap Pilgrim Paddy out for Luke Doherty Wales, I'm not too sure. But Don did get driver of the day last week, so he gained an extra 2 points. So make sure you do that, people. It does benefit their championship chances. Valiant Rage getting some shouts. He's not had a great race tonight. He did alright in the GTTCs on Friday. He won race 1. I think he came second in race 2 or third or something like that. He had a good race. But yeah, I don't think he's getting on very well with this McLaren. I did get some coverage of your comeback, Luke Doherty Wales. Yes, I did. Michael Wills, I don't know what that last comment. Inch ballers in the house. The first word is bizarre. I'm assuming the second word is correct. Whoops, someone's just got it wrong in the chicane of death. No, I think Potter was just signing up to league after league after league, Duco. I think he just had literally races on every night. It was getting a bit too much for him. Yeah, Luke Doherty just saying that was hard work. Yeah, I'm sure it was, coming back from back of the pack. So I'll just let you know what's coming up in the coming days or so. Tuesday I'm back with the real life Mini Cooper drivers from the Mini Challenge UK series. They've all decided to jump on the sim racing game, and they've now got a sim racing esports league running. That's Tuesday. I'll be hosting that from 8:30. Come and check that out. That's been some really good racing. Not a lot on really for me at the minute. I'm racing myself actually on Friday, but I don't stream that because I usually end up crashing when I'm trying to talk to you lot, so I don't stream those. And then back next Sunday for, first of all, at 7:30 for MRC's BMWs. They are at 7:30, and then straight back into this for round 8, even though it says round 8 on your screens, it is actually round 7. But yeah, back for round 8 of this next Sunday at 9 o'clock. I forget where next week's from. Yeah, the old lockdown's a bit crap, innit, peeps, eh? I should have done, what we're in now? What's the date? April the what? Should have had probably 2 or 3 more goes karting, but everything's in lockdown. Reigning champs, man. Can't even defend our title. Because I was intending on chucking a bit of go-kart footage up on the channel, sort of the whole year's series that we were going to do, every race we entered, etc., etc. We've got 3 cameras lined up to record it all and post it all up, but yeah, we did one race. Corona. So a few of the boys out on track getting some sneaky laps in. What you been up to, Dukes, if you're still listening? Anything, nothing? How's Martin? I know you guys were all listening to the stream the other night. That's what it's all about for me at the minute. That was insane on Tuesday. Over 90 live viewers. The video's had over 750 views since Tuesday, which I'm absolutely gobsmacked about. So appreciate it, people. Thank you very much. Hopefully leads on to bigger and better things next year. The F1, damn it. Push old Crofty out. He's had his run now, it's my turn. Me and CJW, or me and ADG. Right, so we're into race 2 then. Get myself on track. Enough talking to you lot. Viz Ruckus Varik, if I've said that right. Varik! That probably means for the win, or something like that. Where is Viz Ruckus? Where does he start this race? 6th position. So Stewie Mack at the front. Baggy in 2nd, Valley in 3rd, Luke Doherty 4th, Steve Scooby in 5th, Viz Ruckus 6th, P1 Big Bass 7th. And they're away. Got some Porsches peeling out. Getting good starts from the drivers in front. Stewie Max had a stormer of a start. He's 0.7 of a second up already. Correct. There you go. So Stewie Mac. He's out front nice and comfortably. Oh, there's chaos behind. Everyone's kept it on track actually. I think there was a little bit of contact between Don Dotter and someone. Saw Don Dotter sliding wide. He's currently still on track. He's just jumped back up to the front and I'll run through the order. So Stewie Mac out front then. 0.5 of a second lead over Luke Doherty Wales in second. Fizz Rucker's having a stormer of a start. He's up into third already. So just for you, Rainies. Third, P1 Baggy in fourth, P1 Big Baz in fifth as well, so he's had a good start. He'll be looking to make his way past these guys as soon as possible, try and make a bit of a break from the faster drivers behind. Down the inside of Maggie Snails, he gets back out of that one. Maggie Snails has got himself a bit wide though. Can P1 Big Baz get that position? Almost side by side as they head down towards the chicane of death. Just go through here cleanly, see if everyone gets through. Stewie's through, Luke Doherty's through. Oh, poor blimey. P1 Big Baz is through. Susan has managed to get himself up into 6th position. He's had a flyer of a start. Don Dotter's in 7th as well, managed to get through 1 or 2 drivers. Ralcia Baba as well has followed them through. So the top 3 from the first race, all fighting their way through the pack together. 7th, 8th, and 6th, 7th and 8th at the minute. Rear-wheel 72 in 9th. Scooby 555 in 10th. Baggy in 11th. Reg GT in 12th. Mocking in 4th. Why am I getting that wrong? 13th. Gamer Dad now at the back of the pack in 14th. 8.6 seconds back as well. Not sure what's happened to Gamer Dad. Whether he's got it all wrong in the chicane of death, I don't know. A lot of work to do for Gamer though. He's a quick guy. We'll see what he can do before the end of this race. So Stewie Mac, lap 2, still leading. Still just under half a second gap from Fizz Ruckus, who's managed to get up into 3rd. P1 Big Baz has followed him through into second. P1 Big Baz has followed him through into 3rd. Doherty still holding 4th at the minute. Although he's going to come under pressure from Susan. He's in 5th place. He's managed to get himself past Valley of Rage. Got to worry about Ralcia Mbaba and Don Dotter doing the same thing. Neither of those drivers managing it just yet. Rear-wheel 72 has managed to close back onto that pack as well. Don Dotter purple sectors, I think everyone does on lap 2 though. Some glitch in the PlayStation system. Clip the wall though on the exit is Don Dotter, that's going to slow him down. Rear-wheel 72 might be able to make a move into this last hairpin. He's chucked himself over to the right hand side of the track. Don Dotter's gone for a move down the inside of Luke Doherty Wales. So Luke Doherty's got it wrong somewhere. He was in 4th, he's now down in 8th, coming under pressure from rear wheel for that position as well. So if he keeps that down here, rear wheel's going to get a good tow, although Luke Doherty will get a tow from Don. To do it that time, still quite close up front. Steve Scooby 10th position, still coming under a bit of pressure from Baggy Snails in for that one. Mocking Weeks and Reg GT, Versa Fortunes from race 1. Now battling out for 12th and 13th at the minute. A little bit of contact on the way out of there for Reg GT and Mocking. Down now 7.5 seconds back. And that, see whether he can close that gap in. It does look like he's bringing it down pretty quickly. The battling in front will be slowing these two down. So he's got it down to 7.3. We'll come back to this fight. P1 Big Baz in the meantime. He's got himself up front. Susan's has snuck through as well. He's looking to take that P1 position off of Big Baz. Runs him around the outside. P1 Big Baz has got the line though. He'll have the run down into the next corner. Side by side through the chicane of death. This is brave. It's contact, a little bit of contact. Zuzim's trying to run down the outside. Just got his tail caught by P1 Big Baz. He tries to cut back in through that chicane of death. P1 Big Baz came through that cleanly. He's lost all his time though. Now got Ralcia and Baba less than half a second back. Fizz Rooker still holding on to that third though, not doing too bad, only 0.6 of a second back, although he is under serious pressure from Valiant Rage right now. Valiant Rage looking like he's good to get that position. Make a move down into the chicane. Side by side, no, he's just backed out. Don Dotter down into 5th then, although he's gone off track, he's hit the wall as well. Don Dotter, he's back on track though, he's going to lose that position possibly to Luke Doherty, yes. So Luke Doherty down the inside into this hairpin, although Don Dotter's run it, oh he's done it again, he's run himself wide and onto the grass. So now down in 8th position, 9th position for Don Dotter. He will be spitting bullets in that Corvette right about now, as will Zuzims. Two of the top contenders for the race win tonight, now sitting in 8th and 9th, a lot of work to do. So Steve Scooby's not that far back from Don Dotter now either, he's managed to make a bit of a break from Baggy Snails, that's a 2-second gap he's got. GT managed to get himself past Mocky Weeks for 12th, although Mocky Weeks is still right there with him. Stimmy Max got caught up with something, he's now down in 11th. Oh, he's caught the exit, definitely caught the exit. It's just allowed P1 Big Baz and Mocky Weeks to sneak through. It is an awkward track this one, that chicane of death will test your patience if you can't get it right. So down in 13th then now, Stewie Mac. Dad 4.5 seconds back from Stewie. So he's now got 5-6 seconds gap to Mockin and Reg GT. So slowly closing in their gamer. Beetle's a very stable car. A lot of the guys like it. Maybe not the quickest. So back up to the front. Raoul's managed to get himself past. What's happened to P1 Big Baz now? P1 Big Baz now down in 6th position. He's just been overtaken by Zuzims. So Raoul out front will just be able to start making a break. So 12.5 minutes left on the clock. Raoul seeing Mambo is complete track in front of him. He's just got to keep the qualifying laps going. Try and make a break from the drivers in front, behind. Fizz Ruckus is only 0.7 of a second back. Valiant Rage is not doing too bad either. He's just clipped the wall on the way into the chicane, slowed him down a little bit. Luke Doherty Wales still holding 4th though. He will be coming under pressure from Zuzims and Big Baz pretty damn soon. Dragon Trail and Don Dotter with him. Steve Scooby's got it wrong somewhere, he's now lost a bit of time to Don. So chicane of death claiming 1 or 2 victims tonight. So P1RC Baggy in 10th position, being slowly closed in by Reg GT and Mocky Weeks. Time to these guys, game with Dad slowly closing in on him. So again, Dad's only actually still 20 seconds back from race leader. Losing a bit of time to him, but he will be closing in on Stewie back in front. So Raoul out front has managed to make a bit of a break from Fizz Ruckus, 1.9 seconds, 2 seconds now. Valiant Rage is still within striking distance of any mistake that Fizz Ruckus makes. Doherty Wales still hold 4th. Again, Zuzims closing him in though. Just half a second between those two. P1 Big Baz right there still, as with Don Dotter. 72 just hanging on to back of this fight at the minute. Gap starting to develop back to Steve Scooby, 5.5 seconds back to him. Reg GT, Mocky Weeks have both got past Baggy Snails now then. A little bit of contact with the wall for Mocky Weeks on the exit. That'll allow Baggy Snails to get that position back. He's heading down the inside into the last turn, just backed out of it. possibly waiting for the start finish straight to make that move. So Gamer Dad already up and overtaken Stewie Mac then. Stewie Mac chucks himself into the slipstream. Pushing Gamer Dad down the track then, isn't he, to make that position back. He does chuck himself over to the right hand side of the track. Backs out of that one at the last minute though. Gamer Dad keeps 13th. Stewie Mac in 14th. So Rousey and Baba out front. 3.3 second lead currently over Fitz Ruckus in second. Valiant Rage has dropped a little bit of time off from Fizz, coming under some pressure from Luke Doherty Wales now for that third position. Him still half a second back. P1 Big Baz still half a second back, as is Don Dotter. Rear Wheel now a second back. So still just hanging on there at the minute, Rear Wheel. So through chicane there, Ruckus through. Oh, Luke Doherty Wales has just clipped the wall on the exit. So he's going to have a run into the last turn. Although they're all going defensive, and then back over to the racing line. So Zuzim's looking to run around the outside of Luke Doherty Wales. No, does the cut back. So now side by side as they head down the start finish straight. LCM Baba 4.5 second lead now. Fitz Ruckus coming under all sorts of pressure from the drivers behind. Valiant Rage, Doherty and Zuzim's P1 Big Baz and Don Dotter. There's nothing in it between those 6 drivers at the minute. 72, lost a bit more time, 1.5 seconds back now. So just dropped out of the slipstream range for Rear Wheel 72. CJW, thank you for popping in, my friend. Drop a like and all that sort of stuff, peeps. Appreciate it. So he's still there, Rear Wheel 72, he's only 1.3 seconds back. Fighting in front is just allowing him to close that gap up slowly. So Fitz Ruckus coming under all sorts of pressure then from Valiant Rage. Luke Doherty Wales is right in there with this fight. Zuzim's going for a lunge down the inside. He's taken out 2 players. He's taken out Luke Doherty and taken out himself. Zuzim's has caused chaos in race 2. That's not like Zuzim's. Oh, now P1 Big Baz has been caught up in that. Luke Doherty Wales has clipped P1 Big Baz. Oh, P1 Big Baz has Zuzim's has left the room. The starters, he obviously is not happy. What's happened to P1 Big Baz? Is he back on track? Yeah, he's back running again, but down in 12th. I did say earlier, trouble does seem to find P1 Big Baz. I'm not sure why. For some reason, he always ends up getting smashed somewhere or another on track. He's a fast guy, and for some reason he always ends up mid-pack or further down through incidents and accidents. Yeah, it's a real shame for Big Baz. So nobody either side of it then, 6 seconds gap either way. 6 minutes remaining on the clock as well. A lot of work to do for P1 Big Baz then. He won't be happy with that one. So Raul extended that lead 7.5 seconds over Fitz Ruckus in second. Managed to hold on to that. Doherty Wales held on to that third. Rear Wheel 72 through all that chaos has managed to creep through into 4th place. So Don Dotter 5th. Scooby in 6th, Reg GT right on him coming through here. Darren Baldwin, evening mate, how you doing? Scooby Kun, 6th place, always run a little bit wide through there. Reg GT's got a good run on him. He's gone a little bit defensive into the chicane of death. Hopefully they can keep it clean through here. Yes, all 3, good to see. Not bad at all, mate. Not bad at all. So Reg GT going to move down the inside of Scooby. He ran himself a little bit wide. Scooby's looking to run back on him. Whether he can squeeze in that gap. Mocking Weeks is there though, so it's going to be a three-way fight down to the chicane. Who's going to win out on this one? Not going to say anything yet. Red GT's gone defensive. Scooby's trying to run on the outside, so too wide through there. A good bit of driving. Mocking Weeks is still there as well, so too wide through that chicane. Kept it ridiculously clean. Mocking Weeks unable to get his way past either of those Porsches through there. Go defensive every now and then to block off the attack from Mocking Weeks behind. Gamer Dad right on the back of this fight now as well. So although he was at the back of the pack, that bit of chaos coming out of the second hairpin has just allowed him to slowly close up on these guys in front. To see whether he can come back and push his way past. Baggy's 2.5 seconds back from Gamer Dad. Big Baz after that accident is now 13.5 seconds back. Steve Max only 1.3 back from him. So big Baz again down at the back of the pack. Raul Cienbaba now 9.5 second lead. To do that. Once he's out front, Raul just runs away with it. He's very consistent, clean racer. Fitz Ruckus then holding second. He's got a nice gap over Luke Doherty Wales, now coming under pressure from Don Dotter. So again, almost too wide, almost three wide through there. Rear Wheel 72 trying to get involved in this action, looking to run side by side with Luke Doherty down the hill then through this right-hander down towards the first of the hairpins. Still holds on to fourth for Luke Doherty. Wheel 72 is only quarter of a second back. Nothing in it between these three at the minute. Reg GT, big gap back to Reg GT, 7 seconds. Gamer Dad bolted on the back end of that. So it looks like there might have been some kind of accident or incident, because Mocking Weeks and Scooby are now fighting out. It was Mocking and Red GT. So little fights brewing all over the place now. 2.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Baggy out on his own at a minute, 3 seconds gap in front, 13 back to P1 Big Baz. Big Baz has pulled a bit of gap over Steve Scooby, but that won't be making him any kind of happy at all. That won't. So Raul, that's not you, Raul. He's too far in front. Fizz Ruckus, 3 second gap over Don Dotter now. So 1 minute 57. They should get 2 laps in. Don's a quick guy. Can he close that gap up on Fizz Ruckus? 2.7 the gap currently. That sand, that's what happened to you last time if you remember. This turn right here, this hairpin, just got it wrong on the exit. Rear Wheel 72 is piling all the pressure on Luke Doherty Wales for that 4th position now though. He's in a good position through this chicane, he's in a good position to make a move down into the 2nd of the hairpins. Doesn't stick with this little fight. It's a 3-way battle kicking off here then. So as they head down towards the chicane of death, do they all keep it clean? Just see Fizz Ruckus going through there. Don Dotter looking to chase him down for that 2nd position. He's had a good race as Don Dotter. He spun himself off track, put himself quite far down the pack, by 8th or 9th. Back to podium positions, although Luke Doherty's got something to say about that. I'll have that down the inside, thank you very much, but Don will get a great run out of the last turn. Side by side as they head down the start-finish straight. Who's going to win out before the last chicane? So just 10 seconds left on the clock. We will hit last lap then. Luke Doherty looks like he's got the inside line into this chicane. Don Dotter's gone for the outbrake manoeuvre. Great bit of driving there from Don. Holds on to that third position, and now right on the rear end of Fizz Ruckus. What's that gap? 1.4 seconds. So, coming under all the pressure now, Fizz Ruckus. Just got to try and fend these off, keep it straight, Don. Does do. He's lucky that's where he span it off track last time. So Fizz Ruckus has got to try and fend off Don Dotter, Luke Doherty and rear wheel for this last half a lap. He's got 1.2 second gap at the minute. All the boys rocking the Dark Smoker logo on their car somewhere. Thank you, gentlemen, appreciated. So Luke Doherty is up into third then. He's got past Don. He's got a bit of a penalty to lose as well. He's ahead as they head into the chicane of death. Hold on to this position. He needs to lose that penalty or he's going to lose the position to rear wheel and Don Dotter. He's got defensive. Don Dotter's looking to run around the outside. So Rails across the line. Fizz Ruckus then's going to come home second. Let's see what happens here. Luke Doherty, Don Dotter almost side by side coming out of that turn. Luke's going to take the win, take the third, but he will lose that position to Don Dotter. See positions just swapping over there then due to that 0.4 of the second penalty. So rear wheel, he managed to stick with those two, came home in fifth. Good bit of racing from rear wheel. Reg GT6 gave a dad right on his rear bumper at the end of that race for seventh. Scooby Kun in 8th, Baggy in 9th, P1 Big Baz 10th, Stewie Mac 11th. I'll just pull those scores back up in a minute. So yeah, Raul taking the race win, Fizz Ruckus in second, Don Dotter third, Luke Doherty in fourth. Good race by Luke as well. Held on to that fourth position. He came under a lot of pressure from some fast guys. He had a good race one as well. Came back from last to, I can't remember what it was, fifth, sixth, something like that. So rear wheel in fifth, Reg GT 6th, Gamer Dad 7th, Scooby in 8th, P1RC Baggy in 9th, P1 Big Baz 10th, Stewie Mac 11th. Mocking Week's 13th. What happened to Mocking? Oh, I'm not too sure. And then, yeah, a couple of guys jumped out of that lobby. That's race results. There you go. Nice one, Jonas. Getting shouts from Dory Margiani. How you doing, Dory? I hope you're alright, mate. No more earthquakes and the like in your country. There you go. Baggy just apologising for the chicane incident. But yeah, another good round of racing from the P1RC boys. No outros and stuff today, people, so don't expect it to be all snazzy like it usually is. Like I say, my the hole where my PC is sat is empty at the minute while it's having issues with itself. It's got to have a word with itself in another room at the minute. Hopefully it's sorted itself out, but we'll see. So yes, that was round 7 of the P1RC's gr3 Sunday League. I hope you like that. It's been a good season so far. I myself am back Tuesday at 8:30 for the big one. So it's the real life mini challenge. UK drivers have decided to get the old esports going, and I am Dory. Evening, mate. How you doing? And I am the commentator for that mini esports league. So come and check that out Tuesday at 8:30. It was a wicked turnout last week, I've got to say. 90 plus people watching. The videos had 750 views already. I'm gobsmacked. I'm astounded. Anything else, any other words like that I could think of, chuck them in there. Yeah, appreciate it, people. Really am. Can't believe it. I was shocked when I saw that many people watching. So yes, thank you very much. Come and check that out Tuesday, 8:30. I'm sure there'll be another big following on that one. Like I say, it's all the real life mini challenge UK teams. Obviously with no racing going on this season, they're all jumping onto the esports, and I'm already doing it, so they've asked me to commentate. So that's the one at 8:30. Other than that, I'm back next Sunday at 7:30 for the BMW Track Tour Series. That is going to be round 4. I forget where that's from. I forget. And then straight after that, as tonight, into the next round of the P1RC's gr3 Sunday League. So come and check that out. A couple of weeks' time, we have got the next gen stuff starting. So we've got the minis again, the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. That starts again on Mondays. I think that's the 27th. Mondays at 8:30, and then the 29th we're back with the GR3 team versus team event. That has been a fantastic season, a fantastic series for the 3 seasons I've done it. All the boys saying thank you very much to me for streaming, no problem. Yeah, really good series. Come and check that out. That's on the 29th, 8:30 again. All the next gen stuff starts at 8:30, and the majority of anyone else's stuff usually starts about 9 o'clock, except the BMWs, which has to start early because I'm already streaming Sundays. So that is about your lot. You know what's coming up. You know what's the next few days of racing involves. Come and check them out. Definitely come and check Tuesday out. Like I say, I couldn't believe how many people I had watching. It's amazing. But that's going to be about it. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.